So let's look at nested for loops today. In the last lecture, we went through the basic concepts of for loops, and today we will go through nested for loops. So basically, nested for loops is a for loop in another for loop. I'll write the basic code for you and then I'll try to explain it to you. So let's say for int x is equal to 0, x is less than 10, x plus plus, and then for int y is equal to 0, y is less than 10, y plus plus. So I want an integer a, say int a is equal to 0 and int b is equal to 0. So after the first for loop, I want my variable a to go to +1, and in the inner for loop I want my variable b to be b plus 1. So this is the same as b plus plus, and a plus plus is same as a is equal to a plus 1. We did look at this in the previous lecture. And after the for loop has been completed, I want to see out my values of my variables a and b. Say my value of a is equal to a, and see out my value of b is equal to b. So what will happen here is my value of a will be incremented every time my code runs through this for loop, which is 10 times. So my value will go from a to say 9, and my value of b will be incremented this into this number of times, that is 10 into 10, 100 times. So let's run this. So as I said, the value of b will be incremented by 100 times and the value of a will be incremented 10 times. So what really happens here is my first for loops starts running. So the first iteration will be x is equal to 0. At x is equal to 0, my value of a will be incremented. Then the code will go in the next line, and we notice there is another for loop. My program goes into this for loop, which is y is equal to 0, and y b is equal to b plus 1 will be run, and this for loop will continue again and again until my value of y reaches 10. When the value of y reaches 10, this for loop will end. My system will go out of this for loop and will go to the for loop here with the value x is equal to 1, and this will continue to run until my value of x reaches 10. So we can also have more for loops here. Say for int z is equal to 10, z is greater than 0, z minus minus, and what I want here is just see out innermost for loop. Enter. So this innermost for loop will be printed 100 times. Let's look at this. So this has been printed 100 times, and after which, when my code ends here, when all of my for loops have finished, my program counts my value of a is this and my value of b is this, which is right here. So we can use for loops inside a for loop and so on, and we can keep nesting it as much as we want or as much as your code requires. So this is it for nested for loops. We'll continue in the next lecture. Thank you.